Part 2. Google it. Chapter 10. Googler. Person who works at Google. For Larry, making sure his employees are happy is more than lip service. It's his grandfather's legacy. Larry's grandfather worked on the assembly line for Chevrolet in Flint, Michigan during an infamous strike. To fight for their rights in the late 1930s, auto workers held sit-down strikes. They literally took over the plant, which shut down production. Police responded with force. More than a dozen strikers suffered injuries. Larry remembered his grandfather's tales about carrying an iron pipe wrapped in leather to protect himself, just in case he was attacked by violent strikebreakers. When Larry delivered the commencement speech at the University of Michigan in 2009, he spoke about how his grandfather drove his own kids to that campus and told them, "This is where you'll go to school." And then, Larry held up that iron pipe his grandfather had carried for protection. This story made an impression on Larry. He fundamentally believed that happy workers were ultimately more productive. Life as a Googler. The culture of Google was critical to Larry and Sergey. They wanted work to be fun, exciting, an environment that sparked ideas. That's how both founders were educated from an early age at Montessori schools, where students are encouraged to explore their own interests at their own pace. And the Montessori classroom environment and culture is set up to make that a reality. Another hallmark of this type of education? Questioning authority, or the way things have always been done. This was a fundamental influence on how Larry and Sergey worked. Even though the company was getting bigger and bigger all the time, they never wanted to lose their scrappy, plucky startup culture. Ideas and innovation would have to remain king. How do you preserve that? Encourage that? How do you avoid becoming a stuffy corporate office that causes people to wake up on Monday morning and take a deep, sad breath before they head off to work? Larry, Sergey, and their team had some pretty interesting answers to those questions. Give 100... Scratch that.